Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsjuice.com, and today we are going to do the quick hands-on review of the Lumia 730 which has been launched in India. This device is going to be available from 6th of October, and this is going to be available for a price of approximately 15,000 rupees, and you may be able to buy this device online as well, and you will always able to buy this from the local dealer in your area. Talking about the phone, this phone has a different kind of build quality as compared to the one which we have seen on 830. So 830 has metallic edges, as we can show you, and 830 has a back cover which can be removed. On this device as well, the back cover can be removed, but edges are not metallic. So this is a complete plastic phone in which you have the phone body inside, whereas on the 830 we have metal being used on the edges, and this part is actually plastic. We can remove the back cover over here, and I can show you the connectivity on 830, and I can remove the complete plastic cover which is holding the phone in case of 730, and I can show you the back side as far as connectivity goes. So let me just get rid of this. So again, this one has NFC, whereas the 730 does not have. I think this one also have NFC. Maybe it supports wireless charging. We will confirm that later. But over here we have the battery and other things. We can see that the battery over here is slightly bigger. It is also higher in terms of rating. This is slightly less in terms of ratings. We have the SIM card slot over here and the SIM card slot 2 over here, whereas this is going to be a single SIM device which will take a nano SIM inside. We have micro SD card slot over there on the 830 to expand the storage of this device, whereas we do have a micro SD card slot on the 730 as well. So both the 730 and 830 have the micro SD card slot, and when it comes to the connectivity, this one supports 2 SIM cards, whereas this one supports only 1 SIM card, and that has to be a nano SIM as well. Talking about the loudspeaker is fairly loud on the 830 in comparison to 730. When we talk about the rear camera is 6.7 megapixel in the case of 730, and it is 10 megapixel in case of 830. Taking a look over the front camera is better on 730, and which is the 5 megapixel camera which we have on this device, which is designed to take selfie shots, and I will show you that as well in this hands-on. But on this device, on the 830, we can say that the front camera is fairly limited, and it is definitely lesser. It is 0.9 megapixel, but this can also record high definition video at 720p in the case of 830, which is possible, and it is also possible in the case of 730. So both the front cameras on the 730 and 830 can record high definition video, even when it is a lower megapixel camera, but it can record high definition video at 720p, but the frames per second will be lesser. When it comes to the rear camera can record high definition on both of these devices. High definition videos can be recorded at 720p as well as at 100p. So let's take a look over the 730 as of now, and in terms of the overall look and feel and the build quality, I can say that this device does not have that kind of build quality I was expecting from Nokia. Again, it is a plastic phone. The plastic part actually holds the plastic case actually holds the complete phone inside, but it does not feel cheap in any way. The plastic which has been used is again pretty good quality plastic. It is matte finish. At the back side we have the black variant with us, although this device will come in orange and some other colors as well. Some vibrant colors are going to be available for this one, and you can always go for that one. This black color again does not look that great, but this will also not get dust and scratches very easily. So as you can see, it has a matte finish which gives you a very nice feel when you hold this device in one hand. One-handed usage of this device is also better as compared to 830, because 830 is slightly heavier as well at 150 gram, whereas this device is only 130 gram in terms of the weight. So this is lighter phone with a better front camera, and again this device has almost the same hardware specification which we have on 830. So the major differences in between these two phones is going to be on the hardware, on the camera side, on the physical build quality, but hardware which is powering the processor which is there inside on the 730 and 830 remains the same, and the RAM is also same, although the inbuilt storage is different. Inbuilt storage is different in the case of 730, and it is 16 GB in the case of 830, whereas on 730 the inbuilt storage is around 8 GB. So half the storage you will get on 830 on 730, which is a kind of a compromise, but this device is also cheap in terms of the price as compared to 830. 830 will cost you approximately 28,000 rupees, whereas the 730 will cost you approximately 15,000 rupees. So 15,000 rupees is definitely a better value for money this device is as compared to 830 if you compare these devices on the basis of hardware mainly. And again, the front camera is definitely better on this one. So let's take a look let's take a deeper look over the 730 now. And here we have the Lumia 730, and I can say that this is a fairly light phone at 130 gram, which makes this phone fairly light in terms of the overall weight. And it is also good to hold in one hand. One-handed usage of this device is better. Taking a look over the lock screen, you can see that this is how the lock screen looks like. It has 3 columns of tiles, and again you do have the latest denim update, which will also come pre-installed on the 730, which is going to be sold in India. So in case you would like to create a folder, you just need to drag a tile over the other and you can create a folder. You can also name this folder as well later on in case you would like to do that, and all these things are supported on this device. So this is how you can actually use it as far as live folder functionality is concerned. Taking a look over the connectivity and the ports, you can see that we have 3.5mm audio jack on the top. We have 6.7 megapixel camera at the back, and it has Zeiss optics. It is not Carl Zeiss, it is Zeiss only. And then we have LED flash for low light photos, as well as you can use it for the torch. We do have a secondary microphone on this device for noise cancellation and video chat. And over here we have the loudspeaker, as you can see, and the loudspeaker is fairly loud, but not that loud as we have heard on the 830. So 830 is definitely louder as compared to 730 in terms of the loudness of sound which you will get. When it comes to the buttons, you have plastic buttons which are there on the 730, and we do not have the dedicated camera shutter key which we have on the 830. Again, that is missing. So this device is definitely cost-effective device, and they have done certain kind of compromises like removing the dedicated camera shutter key on the 730 to actually save the production cost, and this is something which has been done from Microsoft. So again, these 2 buttons are plastic buttons. They give you good amount of feedback. On the front, we can see we have the nice metallic earpiece. We have the front camera over there, which is a 5 megapixel camera. At the bottom, we do not see the touch capacitor buttons which are there within the body, but they are within the display. So touch capacitor buttons are there within the display. This is also a cost-effective measure to actually decrease the production cost of this device. And again, this device is definitely going to replace other Windows phone as far as affordable Windows phones are concerned, including 630. It gives you better features, better hardware as compared to what we have seen on 630. Talking about the overall software aspect, this device is also coming with the latest version of Windows Phone 8.1 update. That is the denim update which will come pre-installed. You will get live folders, and you also get access to Cortana. Again, Cortana as of now in India is in alpha, so it may not work in the right way all the time, but you can actually make it work whenever you would like to. So it will listen to you whenever you say certain things. For example, if I want to open certain application, let me just launch Cortana and do that. Open Internet Explorer. So it will first listen to you and then it will open that application. As of now, you can open application, you can schedule appointments, you can actually reply to SMS, and you can also make calls to certain contacts again using Cortana, and this is the kind of functionality you will have. Later on, you will have more functionality. As far as memory is concerned, the memory is supported on this device. Again, 8 GB of memory it has, and out of 8 GB you will get approximately 4 to 5 GB. We will just show you that, but you do have support for micro SD card to expand the storage, and you can insert a micro SD card up to 64 GB maximum on this device, which is going to expand the storage, and you can also install applications on the micro SD card. So all that you can actually do. Let me just show you the storage scenario, and for that we will go to the settings. First of all, this is how the notification center look like. You have all the toggles for the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, camera and other things. Let me just go into settings and show you the about phone so that you can see what version of Windows Phone it is running. So it should be running Windows Phone 8.1 update, which is the denim update, and this is the exact build version in case you would like to see that. Taking a look over the storage, I can show you the storage scenario as well, and for that we need to locate storage sense. Here we have the storage sense, and on the storage sense we can see that out of 8 GB storage you have approximately 3.86 plus 3.42 available to the user. Again, this device has certain applications pre-installed, certain games are also pre-installed. This is a demo device, so on the device which you will get, especially once you buy it, you will get approximately 6 to 6.5 GB of free storage on the Lumia 730 out of the box. You do have support for SD card as well, which is actually, it is indicating it is having an SD card inside as of now. I'm not sure whether it will come with an SD card within the package, but initial offer might have the SD card within the package of the 730 for initial customers who actually buy it. You do have support for internet tethering as well, so you can share the 3G internet as well on this device. Let me just first of all show you the camera, and camera is the main highlight of this device because this device will give you very good selfie shots as per they have actually told us. So let me just first of all launch the camera. We have Nokia camera which comes pre-installed on this device, and I can show you the camera view, and I will take 2 photos as of now, one from the rear camera and other one from the front camera, and I can show you the quality of both of these 2 photos. So let me just place my LG G2 over there. Let me just remove this backcover so that I can have some shiny object over there, and let me just take a photo of this one, and I will show you this photo after taking it. So again, we have artificial light right now on this device. We do have autofocus supported, and tap to focus is also supported, and it will lock the focus once you do that. So we have just taken this image and I can show you the image right away. So here we have the image and I can zoom into the image so that you can see what kind of details it has captured. I can say that it has actually captured very fine details very nicely, and I can read the model number which is mentioned over there, which is very small. This is the model number and made in Korea, which is written on the LG device which we have just captured from this one. So rear camera is definitely very good in terms of the color production, as well as in terms of the low light performance. It is one of the best cameras you can actually have. So camera optics are definitely very good, especially when we talk about the front camera. Let me just show you the view from the front camera as well, and for that I need to go to the front camera. Okay, so I have selected the front camera, and the front camera is something which is very good as compared to some other devices which I have seen. So on the front camera I can see that I can see myself clearly. Recording a high definition video from the front camera is possible as well, and again this is a wide angle front camera which we have on the Lumia 730. So you can take self shots and you can have much more people in the front facing camera photos. So whenever you are taking a selfie or a group selfie, this device can actually give you a much better wide area when it comes to a selfie. And again, this is the kind of quality you can expect from the selfies. Again, I can say that this is one of the best cameras I have seen as far as front camera is concerned on any other device. The kind of details it has captured, it looks like a autofocus camera. Let me just confirm that. So when it comes to the front camera, if I want to focus, so it is a fixed focus camera again, but the kind of details and the kind of clarity it has given in these photos, in the photo which I just captured, is definitely something which is very good. So I can see myself clearly in this artificial low light scenario. The kind of photo it has captured, especially of me, is something which is very clear and very good in terms of the color production it has done. So front camera is something which can do a much better job on this device, especially when it comes to selfies, and this is something which we can just say now because I have experienced the same. So this device is definitely a very good device in terms of overall hardware specification and the kind of value you will get for the money you will invest in this device. Hardware specifications are good. You have 1 GB of RAM on this device, which will make sure that the device is responsive. At times you do not face any lag. You do have accelerometer sensor, proximity sensor, gyro sensor, and compass sensor is also there on this device. You have Adreno 305 GPU, and again on this GPU you can actually run high definition games like Asphalt 8, and some other games can also be run. So you can run all these games together and there is no issue as far as gaming is concerned. And the display clarity of the device is also very good. So you can see that the display is fairly clear and good to look at even from extreme viewing angles, and it has a very good viewing angle because it is an AMOLED display, unlike the IPS LCD display which we have seen on the 830, which is good enough, but again this one does not give you that much great viewing angles as compared to this one. And again, if you compare both of these displays, you can easily notice that the AMOLED displays are always much brighter in terms of colors, much live in terms of colors. The colors are very nicely saturated, or you can say slightly oversaturated, but the display on the 730 actually looks better than the 830 because these devices have different kind of displays, and this device definitely is better in terms of brightness as well as in terms of the colors which we can see, or the liveness of the display. So definitely 730 is something which you should go for in case you are looking for a affordable budget phone. One more thing which is good about the display is that it also has Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. One more thing which is good about the display is that this display is a Super AMOLED display, and it also have Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. So this display will get a lot of fingerprints over time, but scratches will not be visible, and it is also shock proof to an extent. I accidentally dropped this phone before doing this review and nothing happened to the phone. I actually dropped it on the floor, so nothing happened to the display, nothing happened to the phone. The phone plastic back cover may come out if you drop it from a very high height, but again this will not cause any problem to the device in most of the time, but not all the times. Again, if you deliberately drop it, it might break, but this device has Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection on the front, which does give you a very strong protection as far as display is concerned. You have Snapdragon 1.2 GHz Cortex A7 quad-core CPU on this device, which is good. You do get FM radio, you get live tiles, and you also get some extra application which will come pre-installed. You have Flipkart application. That means this device will be available on Flipkart, I guess, and I think this is a very good move from Nokia or from Microsoft, you can say, to be very precise. You will also have Time City and other applications which will come pre-installed. One thing which I like is that you also have the Flipboard which is coming pre-installed for the first time. So Flipboard is coming on the Lumia 830, on 730 as well as on the 930, which will come pre-installed, with which you can actually browse the contents in a magazine kind of a way. And again, I have seen this application growing over time. The battery which we have on this device as far as the 730 is concerned, 730 has a 2200 mAh battery. One thing I would like to clarify over here is regarding the battery. The battery on these two devices, on the 730 as well as on the 830, however, they are slightly different in terms of the dimensions, but they are same in terms of the power rating. So we have 2200 mAh battery on 730 as well as on the 830. And again, when it comes to the backup is something which we have got approximately 1 day or more on the 830 when I was using it in the last 1 week. Whereas on the 730 we are still going to find this thing out, but this device has a smaller display size. So this is a 4.7-inch display, whereas this is a 5-inch display. So this might give you a better battery backup, but we will find out how is the overall battery backup in this case, because the display technology is different. So this is how the messaging application look like, and I can create a new message over there to show you the keyboard. So this is how the keyboard look like, and again this keyboard supports swipe to typing as well. Swipe to type is supported, and it is going to be supported on this phone as well, just like other Windows Phone 8.1 devices. And when it comes to the keyboard, make sure that you select the English India keyboard in order to have this workflow kind of typing, which is swipe to type on the Windows Phone supported. Otherwise, on some other languages, if you select any other language as default, maybe English not from India or not from US and UK, then in that case it will not support workflow or swipe to type. But swipe to type is supported on this one, and typing is again not an issue. You can easily type on this device. You do get a pop-up of whatever letter you are typing, and you can always type in the landscape mode. Even when it is a 4.7-inch display device, you can type with 2 hands, and also you can type it with 1 hand as well. Again, if you do a 3 tap on the keyboard, it will go into the magnified state like this, and this is how you can actually type much easier in case you face any issues. And this option is going to be very useful for people who have visibility problems. Battery should be good. It should be able to give you around 1 day of battery backup, and we will confirm that once we do the full review of the Nokia Lumia 730 or Lumia 730 only. This is how the device looks like. I can say that this device does give you a pretty good value for money in case you are considering a Windows phone, because of the instability which you might have faced on Android, or in case you would like to try a new platform. This is one such device which is not going to cost you much money, and it will give you the kind of experience you are looking for. The latest Windows phone experience is going to be available on 730. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video. This video help you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.